right, folks. Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm here today with my good friend Ronnie McMullen from GetTheT.com. And wow, do we have a very informative broadcast for you today. This is so important, as we all know that there's so many catastrophic potential things in the world that makes everyone shudder in fear. And right now, the Ukrainians are looking at this. Chernobyl has reignited, or it's doing some kind of fusion due to rainwater 35 years later, and it's got all the Ukrainians scared to death, and they're frozen in fear. And then we've got this pipeline in the East Coast that's been cyber attacked and hijacked, and half the oil that flows into the East Coast all the way to Atlanta has been shut down. And according to the current administration, they can't fire it back up. It's not. They don't know how many. It's going to take a while to get all the safety regulations, and it's complicated. Meanwhile, they're telling us we better look out because the price of fuel is going to skyrocket, and the price of lumber, and the price of food, and there's disruptions in the food chain due to the pandemic over the last 18 months, and everybody's afraid to breathe the air, and we're running around. So, it's like we're in a state of panic, and a state of pressure, and a state of fear. It's the fear factor. So what I want to do is go straight to this with Ronnie McMullen. And Ronnie, first of all, what do you hear about Chernobyl? And then let's go to that pipeline. But what are you hearing about this? And should they be afraid over there in Ukraine?
It is my opinion, and of course, I always have those woohoo opinions. But people like to watch me because I have the woohoo opinions. So here it is. I think it's a major fear factor. Is it happening? I'm sure it is. But our mind is so powerful. I mean, think about this. If we're given a mind by God the Creator, if that's a truth, and I believe it is, right, then what did He do? Did He give us a bicycle when we need a car? No, He gave us something really cool, but we don't use it. We use it for a hat rack. We use it to hold our glasses up instead of saying, okay, and think about it. Let's go to Chernobyl the very first time. Who did a lot of the cleanup? Christians did.
Wow.
And Christians didn't get affected because what? They had their faith. Well, if you look at faith, faith's tied into the brain. It's tied into what you believe. This is why Jesus said, believe in me, believe on me.
Okay, okay, I agree with you. I mean, are you saying that they use Christians to clean up the mess?
First time. Yes, the first time.
And they didn't get sick.
Correct. They didn't get sick. Not one of them.
Because they had faith.
Because they had faith. They said, nope, God's bigger than this.
Wow.
And that belief system goes in the brain.
Right.
So a lot of people that say, oh, well, I'm really sick. Guess what they are? They're really sick.
Yeah.
Why? Because their brain is telling them, I'm really sick. Here, let's go and move over to Fukushima. Fukushima is still dropping nuclear waste into the ocean, into the Pacific Ocean. That's happening since clear back when. Okay, so if that's the case, and if it's so bad for radiation, why is all the fish not floating up on the shore?
True.
Some questions, just questions.
True. Very true.
Not truths, just questions. And the ones that were shown where there were whales up on the sea, on the floor, and on the sand. And I saw an article. The actual article was another picture from another time, from another situation, had nothing to do with Fukushima.
Wow. And also, aren't the Russians also like old nuclear submarines? They just, and nuclear waste, they just kind of dump it off in the ocean up there near between them and Alaska and just kind of dump it. And where does that go?
You can take a Geiger counter to the Pacific Ocean and get a read.
Okay.
And it's not a good read, right? You
Yeah.
can go into San Luis Obispo where they milk cows, and you can get a read on the milk, and it's radiated. So, are they stopping? No.
No.
Has Fukushima stopped? No. Chernobyl is stopped, and now it's going back again. So, who's going to clean it up this time? Who's going to work in there? I don't know. But I can tell you this, the fear factor is a huge player in our end times.
Yep.
Huge player.
Yep.
Because as long as you're fearful, doesn't matter what you're fearful over. You're fearful of a snake on the ground. You're fearful of driving to town. You're fearful of the pandemic. It doesn't matter. It drops your immunity. And as soon as it drops your immunity, you are prey to being sick.
Wow.
And not pray as in Pray. You are prey as in Prey. You are prey to being sick. And this is the key. Do you know that the people that really believe in healing and have been healed is partly their brain and how they think and how their faith is and what they believe in?
Yes.
So
Yes.
why are we going to go down the bad road of I'm sick? No, I know God can heal me, but he probably won't because he's busy. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, come on.
This our GPS from God is sitting in our heart, in our soul. So does he want to take care of us? Yeah, but I think he's kind of up there saying, you need to do some of the work.
Yeah, that's true. Faith without works is dead. Yes, faith without works is dead. Yeah.
Yes. This is why Jesus said, believe on me, not in me, on me. On me. In other words, have faith on me. Like this, like almost like putting the key in your car, turning it on, and seeing that the car starts.
Yep.
You almost have so much faith that you don't even think about it. You
Wow.
just do it. And people say, oh, I don't have any faith. That's my problem. I have any faith. And I go, oh, you have tons of faith. You have tons of faith to believe that you put the key in the front door and it turns the lock and it opens your house.
Yeah, you believe that.
You believe it.
So
in fact, it goes further than that. You know that. There's no belief in it. You know it.
Yeah, you know it.
Aren't we supposed to know God?
Absolutely.
And I don't want to be preachy, but on the same token, this is stuff we need right now because there is a lot of things we're facing. Let's look at the pipeline.
Look at that. Look at that pipeline. I mean, this has got people, when you start talking about people fearful of how they're going to go to work and afford it, how they're going to buy groceries, can they afford it, especially after the economy in the East Coast has been so dampened by this, the fear that they've been under during the pandemic. So now we got an economic fear. What do we do with this? This is really going to spike heavy in people's brains.
Oh, absolutely, because people love their money. If
Right.
I did a show on faith and I did a show on money, who do you think would have more hits?
Money.
The show on money. Yes, any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Right.
I don't know why it's always twice on Sunday, but anyway.
I usually pass the plate in the morning and at night on the services.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. There it is. Now I know what.
Now you know it's twice on Sunday. Okay.
Okay. So we have a situation with the pipeline. Who's to say that this is not an inside job just so we can have the fuel prices be raised?
What? Whoa. Okay.
I'm not saying this is a truth. I'm saying this is a possibility.
Are you serious?
Because a good detective always keeps his eye on everything else.
Okay.
So you need to be aware. So is it possible, because of all this, we're believing that there's a cyber attack. We're believing it.
Yeah.
What if we said, no, I don't believe it?
Yeah.
Then where would we be?
Well, then we'd have to say
I'm going to investigate it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see. We'll send 10 guys from around the world, pros, and go see what's going on. And what if they found that there's nothing going on? This is just a way to raise the prices. Because
we're trusting the federal government who tells us this.
Yes.
But what if they're not telling us the truth?
The same federal government that has people in place that shouldn't be, put it that way.
Yeah.
Leave that alone.
Okay.
So, with all that being said, what's going on with our world? And on top of this, we have all these fear things, but then we have the real deal. Like the pipeline, it could be a real deal. It could not be a real deal. Chernobyl's a real deal, but I think there's an answer. But what about something that maybe you don't have an answer for, something that's coming and it's already here and it keeps moving, and that's our weather.
Yeah, that's another one that's got people fearful. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, because what happens when you walk outside to go get the mail and you have 100-mile-an-hour winds and there's no hurricane?
Yep.
That's coming. You do not mess with Mother Nature. You do not mess with it. So they've messed with it so long that I think there's no chance. So then we have the economy, that if weather hit us really hard, would the economy change? And the answer is yes. Would the economy change with stock market, with Bitcoin, with cash being printed every single day, gazillions of dollars for nothing, and all it is toilet paper? In fact, I think the toilet paper is worth more than the cash.
Right.
So they devalued our dollar. And notice my words. They have devalued our dollar. Yep. They and them. So we're under attack. And how do we come over and beat up this attack?
Well, people are also, Ronnie, very worried about war. Okay, that's another fear issue that hits them every day.
Yes.
And and whether it's China threatening over Taiwan, or it's Russia and Ukraine, or it's uh, you know what's going
Or
on
it's
in the Holy
America and
Land right
Ebola.
now. What's going on in the Holy Land right now, and just everywhere we turn, or it's Iran and Israel. I mean, yeah, it just never ends. People are frozen in fear, paralyzed.
And I always think it's funny. What is war going to do to fix anything?
Nothing.
That always cracks me up. And here's the two words that are put together that absolutely do not belong together:
Okay.
holy war.
You're right. That is
How do you have
it's
a war that's holy? There's no
there
such
is
thing.
no holy war. There never had. That's exactly right. War
Those
is
two
evil.
words.
War is diabolical. War is awful.
Well, when you do your research on war, you find out there's a bunch of bankers at the top making a ton of money.
Yep.
They don't care about life, and they go, well, we have too many people on this earth, so we need to make it look like they're doing themselves in.
It's
And we're not doing ourselves in, but we think about it. How many during the war, how many commercials were there? Get behind your country and be for your country. And if you said anything like against war, you were the bad guy.
right.
And what about that? Isn't that part of the mass media? The same mass media that's moving some issues right now. See, it's not stopped. It's
Nope.
just the only thing that's changed is the deer's changed the color, but they're still hunting. So we are
what do
in
we
trouble.
do? What do we do? I mean, look, all this stress, all this anxiety, all of this worrying around it. People eat. They just eat.
Yep.
They eat. They eat. Grab a bag of chips, Doritos, Cheetos, Twinkies, a quick
Ding
fix.
dongs.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, all this stress, they tries to calm them down a little bit, but all that really does, it's poisoning the body. I mean, it's really poisoning the body when you look at it. So, Ronnie, we got to break some habits, and and we're going to need some help because we may have some areas in our life where our diabetes is out of control, our blood pressures are out of control, gout, uh, you know, people can't.
Celiac,
Yeah, all this is happening. So
eyes, brain,
thank you,
dementia,
thank you,
Parkinson's,
everything.
Alzheimer's. Can we go on? Yeah, we could just go on forever and ever and ever. So, and think about this, okay? So, why do we go to Cheetos? Why do we go to Ding Dongs? Why do we go this? Because we go, oh, it's sweet and it's good. Nope, it's deeper because it's comfort.
It's comfort. It's fast.
It's comfort.
It's fast
You
and
eat those
comfort.
Cheetos and you go, oh, this tastes really good. But after about a half a bag, you're like, woo, no more Cheetos. I'll switch to Ding Dongs. And after a half a box of Ding Dongs, I'll switch back to Cheetos. Salt, sugar, salt, sugar.
And now you see people deep frying Twinkies. I mean,
Oh my, yeah. Are they deep fried butter? That's another one.
Oh, that can't be good. That can't be good.
It doesn't. I feel my arteries clogging as we talk. So we go to this comfort, okay? And
Yep.
here's the bad thing. So we go, oh, it screws us up. We get fat. Okay, those are the easy things. Let's talk about what it's really doing. Inflammation.
Oh, it does.
So you hurt. You can't move.
Yeah.
Why can't you move? Because the inflammation's in your neck. It's in your shoulders.
Yep.
We're scared. So when we're scared, we go in fetal position. When we go in fetal position, we guard our heart, throws our heart off. Then we get heart palpitations. So this is all set up. This is, as the Joker would say in Batman, it's all part of the plan. And this is really the case.
It really is. Yeah, yeah. So at getthetea.com, you've taken the time to study the eating habits of the human being, of us, of the Americans especially, and you've looked at all of our diseases, heart disease, diabetes, the things that are really killing us, and you went to work on putting some supplements together to help us detox, starting with tea. You might want to start there. So walk us through this. I mean, obviously tea's first, isn't it?
Well, if you have gut problems, tea is a major player. You need to have it because every sickness starts in the gut. So, and it's always in the lower. So if you have problems going to the bathroom, if you have problems just aching, just like sharp pains, the tea is going to help you immensely. Okay, because it's going to get things moving. It's going to go in there. It's like cops on a busy street. Let's go, move. and you're like, okay, this works for me really good. I have people literally every single month buy tea, and they go, I can't live without the tea.
Right.
And that's a special thing. But we also have some stuff for targeted, and I'm going to throw a special out there today so that everybody can get really excited about their immune system.
Oh, yes.
Think about the situation we're in. The immune system is down because what? We're scared, we're fearful, everything else, but something else is going on. Do you think your immune system's going up or down when you eat Swinkies and Cheetos?
I think it's going down.
And what about if you're not taking a walk and you're not doing any exercise because you're just watching TV? Do you think your immunity goes up or goes down?
I think it goes down.
Absolutely. So the more everything goes down, just imagine the monster, which is disease, comes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you have to put this in your mind that the monster's coming at you. How do you beat it up? Your gun is how you eat. Your gun is your exercise. Your gun is your supplementation. Your gun is your mind, how you think. And eating a bowl of spinach, I can tell you right now, sucks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I just can't.
But you throw some spinach, raw spinach, on a little bit of salad, and it's not too bad.
No, it ain't bad then. No.
And then just think. Now you chill. Now here's the big point. So now you eat this and you go, okay, it doesn't taste real good. In fact, when I eat the spinach, it's a little bitter. Start telling yourself, you know what this is doing for me? It's like Superman. This is good stuff. This is going to change my life. And pretty soon, when you go to put the spinach on the salad, you put a little more, because your brain is telling you. And here's another thing. When we're eating all the sugar and not exercising, what we've got is we've got an overload and our brain doesn't work and our eyes doesn't work. And do you know how many people are suffering from eye problems? And when you go to the eye doctor, he says, oh, I've got something good for you. We'll give you shots in your eyes. We'll put needles in your eyes. It's
No!
gonna be great. Oh, yeah. Macular degeneration.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let's hold his eye open. Okay. Here we go. Yahoo! Oh, but there's only not one needle. There's two.
Oh.
One needle is for it to be knocked out so you don't feel the pain. And the other needle is for the program. And then you run around with burning eyes for 3 days. It's fun. It's really good. And most doctors have never had a shot in their eye. So guess what? They don't have any bedside manners. So I have been through the ringer. I've done my study. And it's really simple to turn things back. Guess what? If we do the right thing and how we believe, our body will actually start changing and reverse problems. It will actually reverse problems. And boy, I think God's got a big sense of humor because I've gotten all kinds of stuff that I've had to overcome. One thing after, and right when I beat one thing, then another thing comes.
Right.
And then I beat that, and another thing comes. So I guess that's why my supplement company does pretty well. So here's the deal. So I told you I'm going to do a deal for you guys.
Yep.
So first of all, if you go to the front page of GetTheTea.com, you're going to see grapeseed and you're going to see tea, and that's on special. Grapeseed, bottle of grapeseed, and a bag of tea. So you're getting your grapeseed for like $5. Can't beat that.
Now, what does grapeseed do for us?
Oh, baby. Immune system.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
And how about a little bit of eye stuff? Yeah, eyes too.
Really?
Yeah. So it's got lots of little goodies, and of course the tea. We know that it is the tea that makes you go. So guess what? It's going to do some great things too. And don't be worried that if you drink some tea and all of a sudden you got to run to the bathroom. It's not that strong. If you do run to the bathroom, that just means you're really jacked up, and that means it's a good thing you bought that tea.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got another special. But I've got the big special at the end. So here's the other special. It's Heart Love, it's niacin, and it's tea. Okay? Heart Love, niacin, and tea. Now, what is Heart Love? Just what I said. It loves on your heart. So it's going to do good helping you balance your blood pressure. It's going to do with opening up your veins. It's going to be real. And niacin, woohoo! If you've never had niacin before, rock and roll, baby. It's really good. It'll open you up and turn you red once in a while, and you know it's working. You go, man, I'm alive.
So it helps.
Niacin is really
good for blood pressure, blood flow, circulation, and Heart Love doing a lot of the same things. Good for the heart. For is it help
some
cholesterol?
Of the same things
Can it help cholesterol?
Yes.
Maybe
Cholesterol, triglycerides.
Yeah.
Why? Because it has allicin.
Well,
you know what Allicin Advanced does? This is just a smaller dose. So
Yeah.
It has allicin and a few other things. So now we'll get to the big one.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Ready.
So if you guys out there watching this spend $60 with me at my store at getthetea.com, I'm not going to just discount something. I'm going to throw you one of the major immune builders, which is vitamin A. I'm going to throw a bottle of it in your package for free.
That's huge. What do you got here? What? A bottle of what?
Bottle of vitamin A. You spend $60 on whatever you want at my store. Whatever you want. You're going to get a bottle of vitamin A for free, and I love the "and" part, and free shipping.
No, there you go. You can't go wrong there. So you spend $60 on the things, and this you got some specials already going. Grape seed, which is really good for your immune system and the eyes. Get the tea, which is it's a must have for cleansing the gut. Get some heart love, some niacin, and get ready. And then, Ronnie, you're going to throw a bottle of vitamin A in there and free shipping.
Oh, and free shipping.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Here's the thing. Things are going to change very soon. So my warehouse that has product in it, it doesn't do any good helping people staying on the shelf.
No.
It does good when it goes in their mouth and in their digestive. And these pills, always, if you really want the pills to work, 10 minutes before you're going to eat, because then the pill digests.
And don't take it at the same time that you're taking your pharmaceutical stuff. Okay.
Yeah, don't mix those. Have a 2-hour span window, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Especially the tea. Like if you're taking heart medicine or something and you have the tea will think that it's an intruder and flush it out.
Yeah.
So make sure you got a 2-hour window span. 3 or 4 hours is even better. But here's the deal. If it sits on my shelf, then nobody's going to get well. So let's get it out to the public. And this is why I do this, is because I get the emails, and the emails say, "Thank you, Ronnie. I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you so much." And I get this all the time. People, phone calls, people with tears saying, "Oh my gosh, you've helped me so much. We've got stuff for the eyes. We've got stuff for the diabetes takedown. Really can help manage your blood sugars." So there's lots of good things if you go shopping. And so this special is really kind of fun because you can get whatever you want instead of always having to buy a certain thing. You get what you want. You're going to get a free bottle of vitamin A just by spending $60, and I'm going to ship everything to you for free.
Can't go wrong, folks. Go to getthetea.com. That's www.getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com. When you get there, you'll see the list of all the good products he has, and especially jump on this grape seed and tea combination, or the heart love with niacin and tea combination. Get the vitamin A, then he'll don't have to buy that. He's going to throw that in for free. You spend $60, he's going to throw that vitamin A in there, and you're going to have free shipping. If you hit the $60 mark, you get the free shipping. So already you're way ahead. And I think what you're doing is, Ronnie, and I know you've been coaching me over the last few years. I'm finally, I'm down, almost 20 pounds now in the last 9 weeks. My blood pressure has stabilized. I was on 2 pills a day. I'm now on 1.5. I think I'm getting rid of another half. I think I'll be down to 1. The way things are going, I feel more energized. I feel a little more sharper, clarity. I believe things are getting stronger in all the areas of my health. I just know something's happening. Part of it is because I've totally changed my diet, intermittent fasting, and I'm drinking the tea. I'm doing the supplements. I'm doing the things I need to do. It's making a difference. It really is. Tell them about intermittent fasting, Ronnie.
Well, intermittent fasting I was introduced to by a doctor, and oh my gosh, Dr. Fung has it going on, and you can find him on YouTube. He really is. But anyway, the long and the short of it is just take a day and don't eat. Okay, and everybody goes, "That's dangerous."
No.
And some people say, "Oh, I can't even do a day. There's no way. I won't make it." Okay. Start with 8 or 10 hours. Move up to 14 or 15 hours and go until you get to 24 hours. And then you can do a 48. And you will drop weight. It's almost like holding a weight and letting go. Holding a weight and letting go. That's how fast you'll drop it.
Yeah.
I lost 25 pounds. So, in a very short amount of time. And what it does is it resets your body. That's the kicker. So it helps you with diabetes. It helps you with blood pressure. It helps you with migraines, everything, because your cells are resetting. They're
Yep.
not being fed junk.
No.
So it's powerful. And I can only see good about it.
And you know what I found out for me, is the best way for me to do it is get up in the morning, skip breakfast. I know that sounds bad, doesn't it? Just skip breakfast, skip lunch, because I do my treatments during lunchtime. And about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I say, okay, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat a small portion. I'm not that hungry. I'm not even hungry. I'm just gonna eat because it's 3 o'clock and I haven't eaten yet. I eat a little bit. I don't eat a lot of food, and then I'll go about another 4 hours or so. And about 7 o'clock, I'll have a healthy meal. Okay, no carbs, no breads, no gluten, none of that. So that stuff's all gone. No processed foods at all. Just a good meal. Okay, it's 7 o'clock in the evening. That might be it. I may not eat again until 3 o'clock the next day. If I do, it'd be a small snack, like some cheese or something. Very small. Real cheese. No imitation. And that's it. I go to bed. I get up the next day. I don't eat breakfast. I go do my stuff. About 3 o'clock, I'm ready to go. I've just went 20 hours. If I stop at 7, if I eat that meal at 7, and I don't eat till 3 the next day, Ronnie, I've just went 20 hours.
Beautiful.
And I'm not hungry. And I'm eating less portions. And I'm eating healthier foods. It's got to work. It will work. The numbers don't lie. And then drink some tea. Drink some tea as you do it.
Drink the tea. And part of this is the mind. So if you say I can't do it, your mind is set up to do what?
Failure.
So if you say I can do it, now are you going to get hungry? Yeah, you are.
Sometimes.
First few days you're going to get hungry.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But here's what I do is I don't eat in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't eat in the afternoon. I go till about 4 or 5.
Okay.
I tell my mind at 4 or 5, I'm going to eat tons. I'm going to eat 3 horses, 2 cows, 5 pigs, a loaf of cheese, and lots of vegetables.
Okay.
But here's the kicker.
What happens?
When you go to eat,
you're
not that hungry.
Can't do it.
So your mind said you can have whatever you want.
But your body won't let you. It just can't.
But your body's like, hey, bro, I'm full.
Yeah.
Can we just eat a little bit?
Yeah.
So it really works. So then I don't eat anything after 5 o'clock, and it's a little tough at around 8 o'clock sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't eat anything, and then turn around in the morning, I'm not hungry.
Right.
Lunch, I'm not hungry, and then about 4 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, I could eat something, but I can have whatever I want. And your body says, no, I don't have that much room because my stomach is shrinking.
Yeah. And you feel better. Unbelievable. So obviously, folks, we have abused our bodies here in America. We've abused our bodies because we've been fed a lot of garbage from the food industry. There's no doubt about it. And we didn't do our homework on this. And so, okay, look, enough with the past. We got to go forward. All right, let's get some supplements to help detox us. Let's get the tea that helps detox us. Eat some cheese because cheese puts some of the good bugs in the gut that can help you also. And Ronnie, it all starts in the gut. But you got to also flush that. Don't let that colon get clogged up with tons of red meat. You do have to keep it flushed and moving. It's better for your health. And then these other supplements you have, especially Allison. Tell them about it. Tell them about it.
Allison is one of my biggest vitamin A is too, but Allison Advanced is one of the bigger immune builders. And it loves to work on triglycerides. It loves to work on cholesterol. Cholesterol is mostly diet, not supplements, but it does help with that. Getting the triglycerides in order helps the cholesterol get in order. It helps with supporting your blood pressure. I've had people take it and have miracles happen. I'll leave it at that. Got to be careful. The suits might get me. Yeah. But they have miracles happen, and so all they have to do is just take Allison the rest of their life.
Well, some faith will bring about is an atmosphere of miracles, okay? So, as you said, don't live in fear. Start walking in faith. Folks, go right now. I'm going to ask you to do something by faith. Go to www.getthetea.com. Do it now. Open a tab. No, not that tab. Open the one on the computer, okay? Okay. Open a tab on the computer and go to www.getthetea.com and go ahead and have a little faith and invest in your health.
Yes.
We invest in everything else. We waste it on garbage. Invest in your health. Don't you agree?
I agree. You're on target. Keep preaching, brother.
And I think if you do this, folks, I'll be honest with you. Spend $60 with Ronnie right now, today, and let him ship this product into you. He'll give you the free vitamin A, which is good for the eyes. It's actually good for more than just the eyes. It's a great vitamin. But
it's immune builder.
Yeah. And
it's one of the building blocks. Doctors actually, during the pandemic, were talking about vitamin A.
Yeah.
But it got hushed. So now it's like, I'm telling you, vitamin A. I'll just tell you, have some vitamin A. Pass it around. It's a good thing. Some fish.
Sort of like the silver I have available at my website. They hush, hush, hush. I didn't want anybody to talk about it. But it's been good for the immune system forever. I mean,
right.
But for some reason we can't talk about the things that help. And I know that the vitamin A is so important, guys. If you just go right now to getthetea.com and look at some of the other stuff that Ronnie has. I mean, are you serious? Take a look at this. So you know what? You're right. Take a month and invest in your health. And then if I promise you in 30 days, if you get all the garbage out of your diet and take the supplements, almost like Hulk Hogan, if you'll pray every day and take your vitamins, you'll start looking better and feeling better. But within 30 days, would you agree?
Yeah, you're going to start feeling better. You're going to have an energy boost. Pete, that's the biggest thing is with the tea and some of the good stuff. When you get the toxins and the inflammation down in your body, I mean, you're moving around, and the more you move around, the more you go, maybe I could go take a walk, or I could take a little run, or you want to do exercise. But when you it hurts just to walk across the living room. Do you want to do exercise? Heck no. No way. So you got to help yourself be able to do what you can do. And this is something very special. And don't forget, put Paul, Paul, in the coupon code, hit apply, so you can get your vitamin A and free shipping.
There you go. So just put Paul in there. That's all you got to do. And get the vitamin A, get the shipping, and be ready for get started. It's time to get started, okay? It's time to get started. Ronnie, I appreciate it. A lot of energy today. I have no more fear. We started out with radiation and Chernobyl and wormwood and all that, and now I'm feeling better, okay?
Absolutely, because fear will take our immune system down. And here's the thing. Are we going to be able to truly stop the bad guys doing what they're doing?
No.
Okay,
No.
We can know about it. We can do this. We can do that. We can get in the streets so they can use their toys to get rid of us. I mean, so what can we really do? And this is the kicker that I look at. It's about the energy. It's about the energy God's given us. So if we take our mind and our faith and believe on Him,
amen,
then we can start moving things forward. And that energy, that we'll call it love. That love, you got to love somebody. So you use that love. Well, all the hatred that's running over the earth right now you're in a fight. And you're in a fight where you don't have to do the swinging. You can just be sitting there with the divine, praying, and bringing it all together. And that's how we take it over.
That's what Jesus said. Amen to that. Amen, Ronnie. GetThetea.com, folks. www.getthetea.com. Use the promo code Paul. Get your order in today. Do it right now. God bless all of you. Ronnie, appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Always a pleasure.
Keep going.